The tech sector is absolutely selling off extremely hard, but for us option sellers, people who love running the wheel strategy, it's starting to create some incredible opportunities. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the top 5 stocks that I'm eyeing, especially for the next week or two. And of course, guys, if you drop a comment down below in today's video, I'm going to give you my free ebook, a must read, the earnings season survival guide for option sellers, completely for free. Just drop a comment, I'll send it over to you. And while you're down there, hit that like button and that subscribe button. And of course, I hope you're having an absolutely God blessed day, guys. But today, oh my gosh, guys, of course, do your own research on these stock setups. I'm not a financial advisor, but my goodness gracious, man, ArkPicks went off on me, right? We have a ton of setups that are just absolutely beautiful technically, right? Meaning the technicals look incredible for selling puts on. And we'll cover what selling a put on is in just a moment here if you don't know what it is. But let's get into some of these setups. The first one I want to quickly talk about, because we talked about it yesterday, that is going to be Robinhood. Robinhood right now is trading at a PE ratio less than Walmart. I don't know about you, but that doesn't make too much sense to me considering the amazing, growth potential that Robinhood still has, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a big user of Robinhood, but I will be now that they're going to be we're going to be earning cash secured put interest on our collateral. Yes, they definitely have watched my videos, and yes, they definitely took that idea from me. Jokes aside, I'm starting to really like Robinhood, right? Especially now, because take a look at this. We're down another 5% in pre-market, by the way. We have now dipped below. We are trading well below our 300-day moving average of $84 in pre-market. Now, of course, we can give it all back right at open, but at 76, we are almost 10 points off of our 300-day moving average. We are nosediving down. Premiums are insane right now on Robinhood. Just on the 36 DTE here on ArkPicks, that's showing the 70s, just the 70s is going to be around a 6% return on collateral. But here's the big asterisk, big risk. Be careful, right? Is earnings are on the 10th, okay? You got to be careful of the earnings, okay? Now, we can go and take a look at what their past earnings were like, right? They've had some pretty good earnings in the past, obviously, but everything right now is priced to perfection. But with where the P ratio is right now, I do believe, and I am fairly bullish on Robinhood, like so many people are, now that has dipped so far below its all-time highs, right? So I am watching this, but the thing is, when we're selling puts, guys, we want to be patient here, right? The whole tech sector is being dragged down right now. What did I say in the past 2 weeks? This earnings season is going to be volatile. They've all been, especially with the AI spending and the way it's been going. The whole market, the tech sector is really burning. But guess what? The consumer staples still doing really good. Those tried and true Pepsis, Cokes, right? What do we say, right? Those are the ones you really want to be focusing in on. They're boring, but, right, sometimes when there's opportunities like this in the tech sector where there's a lot of volatility, right, we're able to take advantage. So what am I specifically watching? Well, I was going to do the 75s yesterday. I'm full disclosure, I was looking at doing the 75 puts on Robinhood yesterday, but it dropped down 7%. I was like, you know what, Pete, something. I call that the gut indicator, guys. I think that's it's stupid, but I trust the gut indicator. I was like, just wait. Let's see. Google's still reporting. Obviously, Amazon here today. They're not necessarily related, but the whole tech sector is being dragged down right now. Let's see where this knife falls. Let's see where we can get a little bit of support here. And I'm glad I did a little bit. Now we're still above, but still, I mean, even getting assigned at 75, I don't think is a bad thing on Robinhood, to be honest with you, at this level. I was watching Yahoo Finance, and a lot of these companies are scooping up Robinhood right now, and Oracle on these big dips that we're seeing right now. So Robinhood's the first one. Obviously, premiums are elevated. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. ArkPicks is not a financial advisor. Do your own research. There's substantial risk when you are selling options. Obviously, guys, the biggest one is, obviously, if, like, for example, if we go to Robinhood right here, and I'm just here on the options chain. Let's go to the options chain. If you don't know what selling a put is, let's just do a quick recap. So if I go to trade options, I click sell a put. All I'm saying here is I'm willing to buy 100 shares of Robinhood, and I get to name my date. So if I go like my March 6th one right here, and I just do the 75s, I'd collect, $465 in premium. And of course, we always like to put everything in our calculators here. Obviously, market's not open just yet, so the options change a bit messed up here. But 465, we're locking up $7,500 of collateral, getting an insane return on our collateral here. You're collecting that premium up front, but there's two things that can happen here, right? In those 30 days, right? Or whatever we said, 29 days. 29 days, right? Number one, let's say that Robinhood on the 6th is trading above $75. Fantastic. Obviously, you're not buying it. You walk away with the premium. We run the play again, collect some more juice, right? Second thing that can happen, and this is the big risk when you are selling puts, is let's say on the 6th, Robinhood is trading below $75. Let's say it's trading at 70, 60, right? You're on the hook to buy your shares at 75. There's a lot more advanced strategies and stuff like that. All of that is in the Ark Options Strategy workshop. Click the first link. Talk about it for 90 minutes with you, and at the end I give you my full trade log template as well as my 2 premium calculators that I literally use every single day. But I just wanted to quickly give you a high-level overview of what selling a put is for those of you that are beginners. And again, watch that 90-minute webinar. It's perfect for those of you that are just getting started with all this education. I cannot stress it is so key. Don't put the premium blinders on. Getting 6% in a month is insane risk. That is an insane risk. That meaning that there's a very high chance of assignment, because look at the RSI we're seeing here. RSI judges how oversold or overbought a company is. Anything down below 30, Ark picks, I flag as an oversold setup. And this is heavily, heavily oversold. Next one that I'm watching, guys, I mean, let's get him out the way. Man, in the top 3, baby. SoFi, incredible earnings. First $1 billion quarter. 1 million users added in Q4. Even strong guidance. No mercy on this market right now. Absolutely no mercy. Lots of assignment happening across the board. For me, a whole lot of our community, you as well. I see it in the comments. I'm staying strong. I still believe in this company, and I'm going to continue to sell puts on this as we continue to drop down further. Let's take a quick look at what we're doing here. Down 3%, just around that 20. Seems like we're getting some support there. We'll see what actually happens here throughout our trading day. But we're at our 300-day moving average. Look how quickly this market has come back, or has taken away what it's given us, guys, right? So the way we want to think about this is, if you believed in a company before, do you still believe in it? Fundamentally, fundamentals over technicals. Can't stress it enough. Fundamentals. Had the fundamentals of SoFi changed at all? Or Robinhood, really? Have they changed at all? No. In my personal opinion, go do your own research. No. These are great companies in my personal opinion. Technicals, are they there? Yes, but we want to see how far this knife falls before we jump into it. We don't just want to blindly sell puts just because we're at the bottom Bollinger Band, right? That's fantastic that we are at the bottom Bollinger Band. We are below the bottom Bollinger Band and working our way towards our 300-day moving average. Now, I'm in positions right now where I'm just looking for the best strike and good premium. Because if I can be below the 300-day moving average on SoFi, on Robinhood, for the most part, I'll be happy. But I'm not just going to grab it and go. I'm going to still try to get below it, especially if the whole market is having a big correction like we're seeing. Okay, I call it like the freaking reckoning happening right now. Next one that I'm watching, it's in my top, guys, Netflix. 80. Let's see what we're doing in pre-market right now. Now, obviously, Netflix we're dealing with the acquisition of Warner Bros. News and stuff, so we're selling into that news, right? We'll see, right? We'll see what happens here. But again, Netflix is a big one that I already have some positions in. Below the 50, 100, and 300-day moving average, premiums are very good. They're okay. I mean, we're for the 78s, we're at 2.5% return on our collateral. And if you want to know how we're calculating this, it's just 78. It's $195 of premium that you collect up front divided by the 78s, and that's about a 35 delta on that. Very strong quarterly results, and they beat expectations. Great revenue growth, subscriber gains, surging ad revenue, upbeat guidance coming. Can't do it. It's like, this is what we wait for as option sellers, but now we're all scared. Right? But we want to sell puts on Nvidia at all-time highs, right? Like, or sell puts on SoFi at all-time highs. This is the time where the emotional control as a trader, I don't consider even myself a trader. I'm just an investor that loves to sell options, right? This is where we have to have that emotional control in and be like, oh, do we still believe in the fundamentals? Are the technicals there? Is the premium worth the risk that we're taking on? You make those decisions for yourself. But for me, some of these setups, I'm like, man, I wish I had more dry powder. Guys. I really did. Next two stocks are a little bit more expensive. As far as like cheaper stocks, those are the ones. Robinhood, SoFi, obviously Snapchat I'm paying attention to. SoFi, obviously I mentioned Netflix, Oracle, Salesforce. Oh my God, I'm staying the hell out of Salesforce. But next one is Palo Alto Networks. You guys know I love the IT networking and security sector a lot with my IT background, working at that high frequency trading firm for a little bit as an IT guy. I'm watching this one very closely over the next 2 weeks. We've got earnings, but I still think this is a massive opportunity. I think Palo, this is the top tier. This is the most deployed and widely deployed firewalls. But I'm paying attention tonight to a very key earnings here, okay? Because we have Fortinet. Fortinet is another big company that I really, really like. Fortinet widely deployed, been getting beat up here quite a bit for the past really like 6 months or so. So I'm very curious to see how Fortinet, not that they move in unison by any means, but I am curious to see how Fortinet's earnings is today. And then I'm going to obviously be paying attention to Palo Alto's earnings as well here on the 17th. But good premium, very good premium for a company like this. And look at this. Again, current price 166, below 50-day, 200-day, 300-day moving average. Can it go lower? Of course, and that's what we're waiting for. There's nothing to say that they don't beat earnings. They come out and say they're investing a whole bunch of money, billions of dollars in AI, and the market just doesn't like it, just like it didn't like it with Google, just like it didn't like it with Microsoft, and it continues to drop down even further. Nothing is saying that cannot happen. But again, it absolutely freaking can. Okay, one more, guys. So one more. I mean, there's so many. There's so much good opportunity here that it's making my head spin. But let's get into my last one is Qualcomm. I am watching Qualcomm. Palantir also very good. I'm not very into Palantir. I think that it's still P ratio is insane, but great. Great earnings on that part. Fantastic, and it's just not something I'm in. But on that last one I'm watching is Qualcomm as well. Something I was going to sell puts on. Great earnings. Too much demand. Chip shortage. Stocks crashing. What are we down 10% in pre-market right now? Almost 11% pre-market. God, I'm glad I never pulled the trigger on that. That's why I always wait till after earnings. I will wait. I will not sell put during earnings if they are responding or reporting earnings that week. Or if they're reporting earnings a week or two. I will wait. Right? I will wait before I lock up my collateral on that. But now trading at 132, blown past the bottom Bollinger Band, well below all key moving averages. Let's see where the knife falls, right? This is obviously a bigger collateral play, so definitely a little bit more risky. Great return on collateral, right? And below all of our key moving averages. Guys, if you want all of my trade log templates, you want my premium calculators, attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop down below. 90 minutes of training on selling options, how to use the real strategy. I call it the Ark Options Strategy because I over-engineered it a little bit. Click that first link, attend it. It's going to be worth your while. That is for sure. And at the end, I give you all these free resources. Remember, guys, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.